When you collect the silent era in movies, it's interesting because some of the films are still really legendary and some are completely forgotten, even lost. But the silent era had this beautiful art, both on the posters and the lobby cards and the photographs. It has a specific look that's unique to itself. It's really possible to collect silent stuff exclusively for its look. Obviously there are people who collect Chaplin and Keaton and Fairbanks, and that's great. But there's also great silent pieces which are just utterly unique because of what they look like.
In Phantom of the Opera, which was an unusual 16-card set that they put out for this because it was such a premier production and such an important film for the great Lon Chaney, there were very few lobby cards that showed his face because the film company wanted to keep it a mystery. This lobby card shows him with this whited out face that can mean anything to you, but certainly doesn't tell you what was underneath that mask. Is very effective and one of the things that makes this lobby card so dramatic.
1924, Empty Hands lobby card. This is why the silent lobby cards are so amazing. Jack Holt is remembered a little bit, but this isn't really for Jack Holt that this is amazing. It's for this art, and look at the hand coloring. It's rich. It's like a Persian miniature.
This lobby card from Eve's Lovers is pretty unique because it shows Clara Bow, the 1920s it girl, just before she became that sort of iconic figure. And here you see her in a transitional period where she's becoming that 1920s flapper. That's what makes this 1920s hand-tinted lobby card very unique. Here we have a window card for a very early Charlie Chaplin short called Behind the Screen. And what's really unusual about this is that it's so rare to find anything on Chaplin from this period. He's in a somewhat variation of his tramp costume. And what's really fun about this movie is that it's a very early film about movie making.
This poster of The Son of the Sheik, one of the last films that Rudolph Valentino did. And here is the quintessential image of him holding his leading lady in his arms. And if you look carefully at the minaret in the background and you see the colors, the beautiful, rich colors, and Rudy in all of his splendor, it just captures everything about this great star.
So from 1909, here's a French poster for Louis Feuillard's Les Heures, The Hours. The film is really obscure, meant to portray the different times of the day. Feuillard is a legend. He went on to make Les Vampires and Judex. But what a piece of Art Nouveau. This is as good as the Mucha posters for Sarah Bernhardt. This is unbelievable. Look at the colors, look at the printing. Wow. Bare Knees, 1928. Movie I've never heard of. Don't know if it exists. But look at this artwork. This is a very clear example of why the silent posters are so amazing. They have a design element that you'll never find after the 20s. They're unique to themselves.
Here we have a really unusual piece from 1920s silent era, a French film, La Inhumaine. And what's really unique about it is that it's a set still from this silent film. It somewhat echoes very early Art Deco because in 1922 the King Tut exhibit happened, and that's what really influenced Art Deco. And this movie was probably shot in 1923. So what you see is a merger of the Art Nouveau period and very early Deco, which you can see in the lines of the set that was built for this movie.
This is one of my favorite movie posters of the 1920s. This is a Swedish poster for Laugh Clown Laugh with Lon Chaney. I guess you could say this is an Art Deco influenced poster, but it's so wild and colorful and exotic. I don't know any other poster that's really like this. It's a decent to good image of Chaney, but just as a piece of poster art, this is off the charts. As a clown image, as a Chaney image, this is something really, really special.